Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today's video we are going to go over all of the NHL 21 patch notes for the 1.2 patch in NHL 21. We're going to break down everything and what each thing means for online play as well as offline play. There's a lot of fixes in this, and I'm curious to break it down with you guys and see what you guys think. Before we get into the video though, make sure you subscribe to the channel for the most up-to-date content in the NHL community. All right, let's get into the patch notes. All right, so this is all available on EA.com for NHL 21. We'll just break it down here word by word here. So the general gameplay, updated shot quality impact for shots that are taken from non-ideal shot locations, reaching and shots in tight to the body. This could pertain to those backdoor tap-ins where the guy will just lunge. I'm curious to see what this one does entail. It is pretty vague, but I'm hoping that it does, help limit the backdoor cross creases, because while they should go in for the most part, those ones where it's the guy's on his backhand and he just basically throws his stick at the puck and it goes in. That one's a little rough sometimes, so we'll see. Fix a specific case where a penalty shot was called despite the player not having a clean break. I've had this happen on stream a number of times. This is a great fix. Fixes for pickup consistency while the puck is around the net and goaltenders. Again, this is just a very vague thing. This will help players actually be able to pick the puck, so it's not a bad change. I haven't really noticed it all too much, so we'll see how impactful that one is. Fixed a specific pickups where tall players were having trouble picking up the puck. I didn't realize this was an issue, so I'm curious to see, because I have a pretty big team. I'm curious to see if that is going to, help maybe cross ices. Like, I don't know if it's going to help with pass interceptions or whatnot, but we'll have to see. Fix some cases where reviewed goals were overriding goalie interference situations. That is a good change. I've only seen that a few times, but obviously it is annoying. Fixed a case where players were unable to get back on the ice after taking coincidental roughing penalties. That's super specific. I have not run into that, but obviously you don't want that in the game. The physics fixed a case where stick-on-stick contact wasn't being recognized. So this is going to improve stick checking. However, I don't know how much of a fan I am of that. While I love the gameplay, and honestly, I'm completely okay if they didn't touch the gameplay and they just left it be, because a lot of the times in all sports games, it's like fix one thing, break two others, and the gameplay right now for NHL 21 is my favorite gameplay in this entire generation, and it's not close. So we'll have to see, because stick checking is the only thing I would consider a little overpowered, because when you tap R1, it literally aims your stick at the puck. And for almost 99% of the time, it knocks the puck loose, and in the neutral zone, it's a mess. But we'll see what happens there. Fixed various post-whistle and scrum player alignment fixes. Don't really know what that's going to entail. Fixed various cases where players would lose the puck unintentionally when blending between animations. So this is like when you do like a windmill deke, like say you receive a pass and do a windmill deke, things like that when you're blending two different animations together. This is good. Hopefully this will make things even smoother. The deking system in NHL 21 has been fantastic. Somewhere that you'll notice it the most is if you do just a simple deke, you'll notice it isn't your player keeps skating, and it looks way smoother and feels way smoother. So this is a pretty good thing. Fix some cases where collisions along the boards were leading to either no hit reaction or a small reaction than expected. So when you go to try to bump a guy flying down the wing against the boards and he just kind of squeaks by and goes through, regardless of how big of a defender you have, this should fix that. Again, kind of minimizing the amount of 2-on-1s and straight lining meta that's in 21. So again, this is a pretty good change. Fixes to pass blocks where the puck was able to get under through the stick. Again, I'm curious to see, because if the AI goes back to just intercepting everything, then we no longer have the man-to-man defense that's been required in NHL 21, which I actually like. Obviously, there are some cases where passes get through and it's a little ridiculous, but I've honestly been a fan of how the game is played. There has been cases and screenshots that I've seen where people will do the L1 block where you crouch down and your stick's along the ice and it will still go through. I'm hoping that that's the only thing that it impacts. I'm not sure if it's going to do the same thing for just standing up and your player being there. We'll have to see. Goalies. Animation improvements to various goalie stances. This is going to pertain to manual goaltenders and EASHL. Added glove down butterfly proximity for old school goalie stances. Again, same thing. Various goalie save animation improvements. Super vague. Tuned goalie redirects to avoid some rare collisions where they could redirect the puck off themselves. I'm not sure if this means, like, when you do that, when they make that big save, puck pops up in the air and they do that behind the back sweep thing. I'm not sure if that's what that means, but again, super vague. Improvements to save selection for human goaltenders. Reduce the chance of the AI goalie triggering a preemptive desperation save when they still have time to get back into position. This is really going to help high aggression goaltenders. So the aggression stat in goaltenders, again, I've talked about this ad nauseum. The higher it is, the more aggressive they are. And it's not what you actually want in NHL 21 because it makes things easier for your opponent. But, one of the main draws has been they'll go to the pad stack or the diving save when, there's 20 feet between, the puck carrier and the net, and there's an easy pass that's basically the goalie just down and out. So this is a good thing, and hopefully that can help it, but it's not really going to impact the lower aggression goaltenders. General tuning for how the AI tracks the puck. Again, super vague. Various puck cover improvements. Fix an issue where the goalie would sometimes spin in an attempting an on-ice cover. So I've seen this where the goalie will turn around in his crease. It looks a little awkward, but again, as long as he actually covers the puck, I'm okay with it. All right, the AI. Improve some defensive AI gap control issues when defending against the rush. I hope and pray that this is going to fix so if you actually pause or go back and look at a goal where it's off the rush and the guys are just flying down the wing, your centerman or the weak side defender, so the weak side defender is the side the puck is not on, so who's covering the back door essentially. If you look and let's say you're covering when defending the rush and you're attacking the puck carrier, you're trying to get him. If you go back and look at center ice, sometimes depending on where the puck is turned over in the offensive zone and the rush starts, your defenseman will not start skating until the player is at you, which is why you get so many 2-on-1s against, because unless you're manually switching to that defender to bring him back, which is what I've started to do, it's been a mess. So hopefully this will help. Gap control has been a giant issue, specifically with the AI, and again, this will help improve that just straight line meta. Fix the case where puck carriers could split the defenseman while the defenders switch their coverage on the rush. I don't know if this means like off the draw. I've seen a lot of instances where I'll win the draw, and because, I've got a fast team, what I'll do is I'll just try to beeline right between the two, and when they're switching players, they can't really do anything about it, and I'm wondering if that pertains to that. Improved weak side defender coverage in front of that. I'll believe it when I see it, but this is potentially the biggest, change in this entire thing. Again, if the weak side defender can actually intercept the pass, it's going to lead to less man-to-man defense, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it will stop those insanely frustrating, just backdoor passes that get through 8 bodies. Remember, this pertains to the AI, not manual coverage. So what's going to end up happening is if the AI actually starts intercepting these passes, no one's going to play the weak side defender if that's the case. Fixed an issue where a player would sometimes choose to start a net front battle after starting to intercept, which would unintentionally allow pucks through. That I haven't seen a lot. Training camp. Added videos to training camp for the new deeks introduced this year. That's awesome to see. Again, for players that are new to this year, where you're trying to learn how to do the slip deeks, all those kinds of things, that's a really good fix. Presentation. Fixes for screen tearing with certain camera angles in various arenas. This is going to pertain to 6s in ESHL. That's a great fix. Various camera tuning, added replays in the pause menu, added the ability to skip NISs for rounds 1 and 2 of 3's Eliminator. Oh, that's nice. Okay, I know what you're talking about here. Update to the bench camera within Be A Pro to give a better view of the action. That's actually kind of cool. I'm excited to see what that looks like. All right, World of Chill. This is a big one for you guys that play 6s and 3s. EASHL Club Finals history screen was added to showcase the top teams from each World of Chill season. Added additional content into World of Chell for upcoming Chell challenges. Check back often to collect the latest cool new content. And here are the fixes. They are lengthy. Fixed an issue where the game would sometimes soft lock if an opponent suddenly quit after starting a match. That's a good thing. Fixed a rare hang that occurs during the intro to NIS of an EASHL game. Fixed an issue where the user would sometimes crash on the post-game screen. Again, these are huge things that'll be fixed. I'm glad to see that. Fixed a rare crash that would sometimes occur when trying to back out of a post-game matchup dressing room. That has been annoying. Fixed a rare issue where users would sometimes hang in the 3's Eliminator dressing room. Fixed an issue where the titles sometimes hang during 3v3 drop-in game intro. That's good because that was super annoying. Fixed an issue where the dressing room host gets removed from the dressing room if an opponent team backs out of the matchup screen. That's just quality of life. Fix an issue where any user skater on the ESHL drop-in team can pull the user goalie at any point during a game. That's good because trolls would just pull their goalie. Fix an issue where the club pants and socks were not showing the correct club colors in the post-matchup dressing room. Fix an issue where the player stamina and traits specialties overlaps the goal scorer overlay. Again, these are all quality of life presentation things, which are great. Fix an issue where the team overlay was overlapping the round overlay and eliminators. Fix the player model overlapping the player name during the end of game player screen. These are a lot of issues. Fix an issue where the championship jerseys had a 20 instead of 21 for the jersey number. Fix an issue where changing your gloves for a second time in creation zone was not equipping them. Fix an issue where custom logos and center ice lines were not showing up during games in users arena. Fixed where the club custom ice line would show up during the club or finals arena. Fixed club default search settings not carrying over from the dressing room. Fix an issue where ESHL goal total during the game intro would show as the combination of goals and assists. Okay, that was annoying as well. Fix an issue where the opponents have their name cut off in the Pro-Am dressing room. Fix an alignment issue for the ones eliminator playlist during the abuse reporting. And fix an issue where the player progression screen referred to XP received from the Chell challenge cards as rank rewards. To more easily read a player's rank, 1,000 comma separator was added in the player summary screen. And to more easily read the experience points, 1,000 comma separator was added at the end of game screen when users gain over 1,000 XP. Alright, franchise mode, this was huge. Fix an issue where defenders were not showing the correct line chemistry values. That was game-breaking. In my opinion, it made it really hard to create any defenders. Fix an issue where auto-scouting would not rope in early round prospects, sorry. Fix an issue where you were unable to see the goalie filter when assigning a scout. Fix an issue where lefty and center are mislabeled in the edit line screen. So those are good fixes. I hope that the defenseman thing fixes a lot because I want to start my franchise series, but I'm not doing it until I can actually make the correct rosters and adjustments. And if this is actually done, then we're good to go. Be a Pro. We're almost on to HUT, guys. Suspected fix for an issue where the user's Be a Pro's player stamina would not decrease on the ice. This was game breaking. So this was basically when you'd play Be a Pro game, your player just would not lose stamina and you'd play the whole game, which is not what you want. Added in natural states to certain promises. For example, neutral states. For example, the user promises to be the first star of the game. The user will now receive lesser punishment for still performing well but not reaching the goal. Previously, you would fail and get the full punishment. Added in trade request conversation that can be accessed in the main hub in the user-initiated conversation tab. Added in new conversations to renew a reoccurring salary perk when it expires. Added the ability to edit shot style and skating style post Be a Pro creation. Updated the user experience of the training screen, and various miscellaneous fixes to the conversation. This is great. This should make Be a Pro what it was meant to be. I'm really excited to give a full deep dive. I will be having a series of full Be a Pro. I was waiting for these fixes. Alright, HUT. Remove the automatic pop-up when entering edit lines before advancing in the game. Alright. Press the menu options button to advance to a game from edit lines. Okay. And then made various bug fixes and tweaks to base items and primetime items. Alright, that's not buy it now, which is a little concerning to me. Various bug fixes and visual tweaks to base item and primetime items. I'm not sure what that's referring to. Okay, not ideal, but here we go. Fix an issue for HUT Rush. Fix an issue where players would see the result of the previous game played after their opponent disconnected. Thank God, because that was so annoying to have to wait. Fix an issue where the goal banner would display at the end of the game in HUT Rush 3s. Fix an issue where the goal banner for a game-winning goal would not display at the end of the game in HUT Rush. Fix an issue where one of the two actions displayed in the points ticker at the same time had the incorrect display name. Fixed an issue where the game could continue without selecting a side after a controller disconnect. Fixed an issue where the camera would sometimes be zoomed in too much during the intro-outro of a 5v5 game. HUT Rivals fixed an issue where only one pack reward per rank was displayed. So this is in HUT Rivals. If you go to the reward screen, it would show like ultimate pack for hitting diamond, and then like it would show the exact same thing for ultimate. So that fixes that. HUT Challenges fixed an issue where objectives visually appear to unlock while already being unlocked. Okay, that's weird. Play a Friend fixed an issue where a player would get an error message trying to join a Play a Friend game as the third player. Auctions fixed an issue where the option to filter auction by buy now price was missing. Okay, we are good. Bang, that is going to help out a ton of people. So now you will be able to sort by buy now, and this is going to make life a lot easier for everyone that plays HUT. Collection fixed an issue where the duplicate icon was not present on duplicate players. Okay. Edit players. Fixed edit player where the overalls are consistently shown, or not, or wait, fix the overall where the overalls consistently shown between creation zone and menu. So there was an issue when you create a player, it would show in the creation zone what his overall was, but then if you went into the game and loaded the roster, it would show the right thing. Art. Center ice changes. Updated the following center ice layouts. The Coyotes, Flames, and Senators. So here is the new Coyotes one with the half moon. The Canadian Tire Center for the new Ottawa Senators 2D logo, and then the Scotiabank Saddledome. I believe it's switching to the old because the Flames went vintage. And then uniforms. The following uniforms have been added or updated in NHL 21. The Arizona Coyotes home, the Calgary Flames home, away, and alternate, the Ottawa Senators home and away, and the Vegas Golden Knights alternates. So, man, these were my favorite Ottawa Senator jerseys growing up as a kid in Southern Ontario. I am glad they are back. These are absolutely disgusting, and I couldn't be happier that the Vegas Golden Knights brought in an extremely gross-looking jersey. The Team Canada... Wow, these are actually fresh. Okay, these are nice. ESHL, the Greenville Swamp Rabbits home, away, and alternate jerseys. The Maine Mariners alternate. And then there's a lot of other ones here, again, for all the European leagues. I'm not going to go through all of them, but they added in a lot. International was Hockey Canada alternate. I'm assuming it was that one. Fixed an issue where the 2017 or 16-17 Red Wings home jerseys had stretch numbers and letters. Updated the Florida Panthers scoreboard and power ring video art. Updated the All-Star Team's arena to be the Enterprise Center in St. Louis. Fixed the All-Stars home arena where it was showing an international goal crease and missing trapezoid. So, all good things here, guys. So that was a ton. Sorry that it took so long, but I want to read through everything here. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Finally, the big fixes that I'm most excited about are the buy it now stuff in the auction house, as well as the franchise mode stuff, because again, I know you guys that are new to following me, I'm a big franchise guy. I love it. If you go back and look at my channel, I did a full series. That was about 40 episodes for the Buffalo Sabres in NHL 20. Loved it. Couldn't do anything or start anything yet because I couldn't edit rosters because of the breaks that was in, and Be a Pro. Now that Be a Pro is fully fixed, I will be starting a Be a Pro series in the coming weeks as well. And then I am super nervous about gameplay. And again, these changes look great, but even though I'm a game changer and I'm supposed to just slurp anything EA says, that has not always been the case. As it, like I said, not only with EA but other sports games as well, like MLB. When they fix one thing, there's a potential to break others. And I liked gameplay as it was. Sure, there were some things that need to be fixes. The back doors not being intercepted and things like that. In a perfect world, everything works great. I am skeptical about that, but all the things outside of the gameplay changes, super excited for. So, guys, that is going to launch tomorrow, I believe. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. And tomorrow at 10 a.m., we will be going live like I do on every day for my streams. We're going to test out the new gameplay, all of that. So if you want to watch it live, come check me out then. But guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you later on.